My father was in the construction business and owned a company in Manhattan for, I don't know the exact number of years, but it was 1945 to 1982. So I made the decision to leave the company and do something on my own. Basically, I went to work for RM Burrell General Contractors, but within a year, we took the company that was a subsidiary and turned it into BHS Construction, and they named me as president at that time. It was a very scary moment. I didn't know how to, work in the field. I was a journeyman carpenter and had run projects before and stuff at the project level, but taking over and being in charge of estimating, bookwork, billing, all of that was new to me. Some of the challenges we had early on, which is not really any different than any company today, was probably workforce. So finally in 2003 was when Pat came, and that was the start of the growth period. My son also came in, and they were able to hire younger people and get people more their age group to come in and start working, which really helped us out with workforce.
I had talked with Dan Knight from Anderson Knight Architects about looking for a summer job that really would get me into the office, because I've done a lot of hands-on experience by this point in time in my college career, but I had never seen the business side of a construction operation. And Dan goes, "I got just the guy for you." I started working there the summer of 2003, and I just never left. I loved the people that I worked around. They really had that culture of family and caring about the projects. And when I say family, we include our owners in that statement. We really treat them like they're our brother or sister or mom and dad, and care about their project most of the time more than they do. And what that means is if something's wrong or something's not right or we don't think it's going to last as long as it should, we're usually bringing that up or fixing it before the owner ever even knows that there's a problem or that something needs to change. And that culture really stemmed from Wayne and the original group of employees that started with Wayne back in the early 80s, that just really kept that culture of, no, we're going to do the right thing and we're going to do it at no matter the cost.
Working with and knowing Wayne Sloan from when I started, I remember my first project, he came out and saw a small hairline crack in the concrete and another little chip in the concrete. That 99% of the time, I would say it's fine, right? Concrete cracks. But I knew when he said, "We got to replace it," that set the bar. That set the standard for me, knowing attention to detail and the highest possible quality is what we produce.
One of the biggest lessons, or I guess life lessons, career lessons I've learned from Wayne was making sure we're taking care of customers and always providing top-notch quality. They're kind of intertwined in so many levels. Taking care of customers, Wayne truly cared about the community, his neighbors, and the projects he was building for them.
Some of the most notable projects that really brought BHS into the next generation of work and abilities was the Tallgrass Tap House. Very complicated, complex project, and very front and center with being in downtown on Points Avenue. Another one that really has put BHS in that next level was all the work that we got to do with Manhattan Ogden USD 383, and just knowing that we provided all these really great facilities for the kids in the community that are going to be using those facilities.
St. Isidore's and the Immaculata. And those in particular, all the projects are great, but those in particular really show the dedication to excellence that BHS provides and their craftsmanship abilities.
One of the things I'm most proud of is our consistent involvement with the community at all levels. Points is an example of that. You start at the mall and work your way towards the city park, and you can't take 5 steps without coming across a building that we've worked on. I love the feeling of driving down through that area and just, hey, we've helped everybody out and they keep coming back. It makes me feel really good and proud to know that we've worked with all these people, and even today, they still value our service and we still provide a valued service to the community.
I would like, people as they look on BHS to say that BHS is a partner, and you're hiring a partner, not just a construction firm. Not only did they do a lot of work and they were always there building, but they were also always there giving back to their community and their employees and owners and design teams.
We have the same core groups to carry on those values, that work ethic, that attention to detail, the quality, but we're starting to branch out and service other communities with that same mindset of taking care of the community in which we work. I think it's kind of cornerstone for our success.
Looking forward to the next 60 years of BHS's success, I'm really excited to build together, and that means building together with not just our employees and the care and concern of their culture that they bring to every project, but also truly working with our owners and architect design teams to truly create projects that we're all going to be proud of for way more than 60 years into the future.